Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here. Now, I bought these two items severely mispriced in the trade site. They were sitting there for like hours and hours. No one bought them. But one of the biggest things that I want you to take away from this video is your item could be a mirror tier item. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how the steps of high-end crafting and things to look out for so that you guys can maximize your profits, which is what this channel is all about. So other than that, you guys may be seeing, oh, it's a ton of resources, it's so expensive and stuff. If you are looking to get your first pot of gold, we have a zero to mirror video on the channel teaching you how to earn a lot of money. But either way, if you have massive resources, you're looking to flip for profit, or perhaps you are wanting to understand the thought process so you don't get cheated, you don't get scammed, and you maximize the value of your account, this video will be great for you. But okay, enough yapping, enough talking. I want to get in with it. What exactly are these items? What's so special about these items? And why do I have so many of these Omen or Whittlings in my inventory? What EOD are you exactly trying to do? So first things first, this item here has very, very nice rolls, but it has that accuracy rating line on it. I'm using Quiver as an example because we just did a massive bulk crafting video. If you are interested in other weapons, like what are they good for, other gear, what is the chase and stuff like that, check out our bulk crafting videos. But I bought this Quiver because it had the accuracy rating, not because I've just compromised it's cheap because of accuracy rating. The reason why I bought this is accuracy rating, and I would have paid double what I paid for this item still if I was trying to chase for the mirror tier item. So these were very, very affordable, at least if you are talking about mirror worthy level versus a normal level. But let me jump in first with the first item, which is Omen of Whittling. There are many different Omens, high-end crafting, but my favorite is the Omen of Whittling because it gives a lot of choice to see what I'm removing, and it like helps me snipe lines. So for example, I right-click Omen of Whittling over here, I right-click my Chaos Orb, and I hover over the Quiver. It shows me exactly the line that is getting sniped. It says here, the lowest level modifier. Now a huge disclaimer that I have. If you hold out and you look at these tiers, it is not the lowest number that is actually being removed. That is a huge, huge mistake that I want you guys to take note of as well. So if you hover over here, it shows like tier 2, tier 6. The lowest level is not the one that gets removed. The lowest tier is not the one. So how do you exactly see levels? And for this, I need to go into the trade site to do a quick demonstration. So moving into this trade site over here, if I hover over certain items, again, this is just an example. I'm using Quivers as an example. We just covered it on the channel as well. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But if you hover around all of the levels, if you notice when you go over a line, you see some words over here, which is like the name of the item. And then you see this arrow greater than or equals to 5. This is, of course, the tier it is in, prefix tier 1, which is the lowest. This one over here shows you the range of the item that you can go to. 1 is to 2, 3 is to 4. The one that I care about for Omen of Whittling is this part here, the greater than 5. This tells you the level of that line. So what this example means is this one is level 5. I will call it like a level 5 line. This one over here is a level 13 line. This is a level 81 line, level 41 line, 60 line, as well as 11 line. So if I were to use the Omen of Whittling on this item, it would remove adds 1 to 4 physical damage to attacks. And that is the thought process as you are going into it. If you are confused, you don't really know what line, you can easily just slap it as like 88 Mirror of Kalandra, your item, so that you can check the lines if you are you think that your item may be worth a lot. That's a very, very quick tip for any of you watching this video. Now, next up, let's go in with some profit. Before I show you exactly what is the plan, what am I looking for? I am searching for things that are really, really difficult when I'm trying to flip for profit. For example, I'm using a Quiver rares here. You depends on your budget, but for me, if I am spending 9 divines to Omen or Whittling these stuff, they had better be more than 10 divines worth it in the first place, or either that or severely, severely mispriced because it's very expensive. So if you have seen our Quiver video, these lines are really difficult to get, and I decided I just want to snipe ones that are already very nice. The finished goods are usually slightly cheaper if they are not the perfect ones. So here, Projectile Skills 2 is the max roll. Increased damage in both skills, I put it 51, which is the max tier. I also added in an extra attack speed, which is the max tier. So I want a triple max, which means that I only need to care about the remaining 3 lines. So I just press search, and then I got this like an entire list of stuff over here. What am I looking out for? So at my thought process, let's talk about this one since we just seen it, right? If I am buying this at 14 divines, I have a lot of work to do for this item. Because I have a low roll in physical damage, I have a low roll in lightning damage, I have a low piercing, which is okay, it's not the most ideal, and I'm paying 14 divines for this. If I spend 2 Omen of Whittlings, which is 18 divines, which doubles the price of this item, I am looking at removing first a physical damage, so I take risks, I may get accuracy rating, or let's say ideally it rolls a P9, a super high tier 9 physical attack in the ideal case. Lightning damage here is the third one to be removed, so I can't even remove lightning damage things. I remove pierce and enemy, and I might get mana, I might get dex, but I don't get the value increase in the item when I spend it. So this is something that I don't really like. So this item, fairly priced, not really super OP, in my opinion, to flip for a mirror. Now the next item here, you are seeing, this one looks really juicy, right? Max tier coal, max tier bow skills, max tier projectile skills, max tier attack speed, looks really nice. Even pierce and attack is not too bad as well. But this is actually a trap item. There is no value to unlock from this one in this case, unless you take a massive amount of risk. This is probably you are using this, and this player over here already probably knew this. That's why you're selling it for 30 divines. Otherwise, this will actually be way higher. The key problem really is accuracy rating is too high. So if accuracy rating here, you can see is a tier 8 accuracy rating, and the higher your tiers, so it's like if it's a tier 1 accuracy rating, it'll be like a level 1 line. If it's a tier 8, a very high roll, it becomes a level 63 line, which means that if I wanted to Omen or Whittling this away, it's very difficult to snipe because I will have to go through everything else that is lower first, which is attack speed, projectile skills, and these two, which are the desirable lines. So there is no way I'm removing accuracy rating unless I do some kind of chaos orb on the prefix, which again, I'm hitting the other 2 max lines. So I have only a 33% chance of success. This is a very risky endeavor. In fact, this is probably a completed item at this point, unless one day they are allowing you to choose the line and remove that line, but that will be quite overpowered. So this example of something that I will not buy, there's no money to be made from flipping. Other stuff that, of course, that you can see. Now I want to scroll down here and I can show you the numbers jump very significantly. If I'm looking for those 3 lines, quickly they jump from like 30 to 50 divines. This is corrupted, so there's nothing we can do. It goes up really quickly to like 68. This one over here is like the same lines that we're looking for. Not even a max roll for the physical and lightning. It gives a bit of mana, very minuscule amounts, and it's going for 68 divines. The 2 quivers I purchased, one was 35 divines, one was 12 divines, very affordable for the value that they can unlock as well in terms of the price that I'm paying. So over here you can see stuff that are starting to look up. You have physical, you have lightning, you have attack speed, projectile damage. This guy 3 hours ago sitting here, good rolls and bow skills is 75 divine. And if you can get a high roll, for example like this one, double high roll, P8, physical lightning with a good amount of dex, this is 320 divine item, and this is really worth it as well. So you can extract a lot of value out of it. And the key thing, we talk about mirror, right? These guys that are sitting with mirrors over here, they are not actually selling the items for 1 mirror. They are actually giving you a mirror service. So I went back in, I wanted to show you guys for the sake of this video as well. So I went ahead and messaged them. The guys that are selling for like 1 mirror of Kalandra, this stuff, right? So I pinged them, 1 mirror over here. The first guy was like, this is a mirror service. So they're not even selling you the item. They are just giving you the option to like mirror the thing. You just pay them a fee. This guy is also mirror service. So mirror tier items are worth way more than 1 mirror. We are just hoping to sell these items for 1 mirror of Kalandra. But that's some of my thought process. What am I looking out for? So when I saw these 2 quivers, when I was looking at these 2 things, I saw that this one over here had really low rolls on accuracy. So if I look at this, anything less than 167 accuracy rating, at least in this screen, I have to see the numbers exactly again. This is lower level than projectile skills, which means I have a chance of turning this into potentially a very good line. And at the worst, there is no bottom line. So my only loss is 9 divines poofing, but my upside is so high because I can potentially go all the way up to like even a Mirror of Kalandra if I roll a T9. Even if it doesn't roll a T9, even if it rolls like just a T1, Cold T1 Lightning, it's still not too bad. There is no way that I can mess up this item. So my cost is really the cost of the Omen of Whittling where I'm doing. So this one I bought for 35 divines because the downside is very limited and it's already a very strong quiver on its own. Next up, and in fact, I negotiated with a guy from 40, he sold it to me at 35. He was a nice guy, but he obviously didn't understand that you can unlock the value. And that's what this video is for those of you who are wondering. The next quiver, this one, I bought it for 12 divines, a lot cheaper. Again, I don't mind the gain mana on the bottom line, and the prefixes to me are more or less good enough already to go. It has a low roll into lightning damage, it has a low roll into accuracy as well. But if I use 2 Omen of Whittlings, I can remove the lightning line, which is a T2, and I can remove the accuracy rating. Taking this item, double chance of me potentially getting a really good roll. Because if I remove lightning first, and I get a high roll into cold, high roll into physical, and then I remove accuracy rating as the second line, this could potentially also go up to a 400 divine item as well, or even a Mirror of Kalandra. And this, if this is 35, this is 12, I extract a lot of value because I basically get almost 2 to 3 free rolls on this one before I actually start having a difference between both of them. But enough yapping, let me show you now a bit of gamble, and we will share with you my thought process as I'm going through this thing. And if you're finding value in this video so far, you find it insightful to see like what end game crafting is like as well, do give me a like, comment, and subscribe. I really will appreciate it. You are looking at 150 stash over here. I sold my Mirror of Kalandra to do high-end crafting because hey, you gotta use money to make money, right? But yeah, let's do in the first one first. Let's do the slightly lower risk one, which is less exciting. This one is like, you know what is going to go away. So this is more exciting because if we get a high roll, immediately we flip for profit. So what is the cost right now? I have 35 divines here, 12 divines used. Each of these is going to cost me about 9 divines. So a total of 45 divines. My total cost could be going up to like 100 divines if I use everything up. And if I use like these divine orbs, it's going to be way more. So maximum cost, I hope to spend 100 divines, but it could go way higher depending on what it looks like if I needed more. Let's go ahead and check the first one out. Omen of Whittling. It shows me what line it is removing. I'm taking away the lightning damage, hoping for a high roll right now. Oof, 9 divines right there. Let's check it out. So this is amazing. So it rolled T9 into cold damage bonus. So this is an example. Of course, I don't know whether it's because I'm recording or something and GGG wants to promote high-end crafting, but this is an example of something that, look at this. These two practically identical now. I bought this for 35 divines. This, I bought it for 12. Minus away the Omen of Whittling, I actually got this for 21 divines. But the best part about this is a max roll cold damage, and there's so much more value you can unlock. If we get rid of the accuracy rating and we get a really high roll in, for example, physical, maybe lightning, this item is a mirror service item potentially as well. And we have the next one that we're going to remove is this line over here, which is accuracy rating. So I bought it with the intention knowing the order is going to go. And for the sake of this, let's do the next line. Okay, let's do this one first because this one is now looking like the better item. Let's go into it. And one important thing, you need to understand the levels of your items. That's why looking for items with the highest level of the items that you're trying to snipe is very important. Because if I'm looking for damage lines, 81 is the one that I care about. Unless maybe I'm looking for projectile speed and stuff like that, then it's a bit different. You need to understand what lines can appear when. That's why people on the trades would generally buy 82 items. Those are ones more desirable because you can get the best stats. But okay, next one. Another 9 divines. Let's try to remove this accuracy rating and get a high roll, okay, shall we? High roll. So another 9 divines now. Now from 35 divines, this item is now approximately 44 divines. I assume the cost of Chaos Orbs is negligible because of the divines that are going. 44 divines, what are we looking at? So unfortunately, this one rolled into accuracy rating over here. This is a really sad one. So as you can see, because it high rolled into accuracy rating, this quiver is actually dead now. So I wasted money in a sense. So you can see it's great that we have a contrast here. One upside, one downside. But we had the excess of potentially getting a mirror tier item if it rolled well. So what it did is it changed the accuracy rating from a lower tier to now it becomes a higher tier accuracy rating, which means we can no longer use this quiver because now it removes projectile skills +2 because accuracy rating is of a higher level now. So it's totally bad. And of course, next one, we go for the last one here. Accuracy rating is low. Can we get a very nice way to end? This could potentially be our mirror tier item as well. But anyways, guys, if you found this video insightful, you like it a lot, do give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It was really expensive to do this. And if you want to know how you can make your first pot of gold so you can start doing this, do check out the Zero to Mirror series as well. We teach you how to make your first pot of gold step by step. Now let's go. Another 9 divines. So total of 27 divines spent so far. Come on, can we get a T9? T9 physical, T9 lightning, or even like max roll projectile speed. Let's do this. Oh, sheesh. Okay, fire is not too bad. We still got a T6 fire, which is really, really very high. I think it's not too bad. It's not mirror tier in terms of like mirror service, but this is worth a lot of money because of the massive flat stats as well. The reason why this combos really very well is because a lot of skills in the game gives you a lot of bonuses to quivers. For example, there's a unique bow. This one over here gives you increased quiver. So that's why quivers are very important for Dead Eyes, and stuff like these are super solid. In fact, it's an upgrade for my current one already. Let me just show you the tooltip over here. If I put in my current one, it's a 135. If I slap this one on, this is a 147, which is a massive increase already. Now at this point, what I want to do is I actually want to extract a little bit more value in this prime quiver. I'm doing this like after recording, and I realized actually there's more things that I can teach you guys. So one more example of extracting some value is if I look at this quiver over here right now, and I see these stats with this quiver is like 53. Increased damage is on the low end. I see that the cold damage is also like 19, 31, which is, this one's in the middle, this one's slightly on the low end. This is, the low range is higher, fire attack slightly higher, but it's not super critical. I can extract a lot more value in this, especially in the damage it bows. Increased attack speed here on the first line is also super low. So my biggest risk is increased attack speed. I'm going to throw a couple of divines on it, and we will hopefully increase to extract even more value. At this point, this item is already probably worth at least a couple of divines. We paid 53 divines for it already. Wait, no, 9 times 2, 18. We paid 30 divines for it. This is definitely way more than 30 divines right now. So I will just go ahead and 1. So we unfortunately didn't change anything important. We in fact got a net decrease. So we'll use another one. So I'm looking at the stuff. At this point it's like 55. I'm hoping to shift it closer to perfect. The attack speed is very high now, but the cold damage is really low, and attack speed is still going up. So we'll just keep going. Now it looks pretty nice. It has 59 max roll on the increased damage bow skills, but we have very low attack speed. So I would still keep going. Although it's like super strong already. But I want to just keep pushing, seeing whether we can get anything better. There's no harm trying. So 59 again, but the attack speed now is even, it's like the same. The damage, flat stats are lower. So let's keep going. 15%. Okay, this looks quite exciting now. This looks quite exciting. So we have, right now we have about 28, which is a bit on the low end for the cold damage. But we have a max roll attack speed, we have max roll increased damage with both skills, and a decent amount of attack speed. If I'm on a budget, I probably would like hold this, and you can see here, the damage didn't change too much, but it looks a lot nicer, especially to sell, because it has a max line of this damage with both skills, has a max line with attack speed as well, max rolled into these two items, and the rest of them, the cold could be a lot higher, but because fire is like really high already, so I think it's good to stop here. Everything else will be a little bit maxi and will cost a lot of money. I'd rather pass it on to someone else who wants to buy it as well. But anyways, guys, if you found this video helpful and insightful, do like, comment, and subscribe. We teach you a lot on how to even bulk craft these quivers in the first place, and also get your first mirror if you guys don't have any resources yet, from 0 to mirror. Check these videos out. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.